Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remake. This is episode 16 with Chris. It's been a little while since I recorded the last episode, though of course it won't really show up in the release schedule, but it means I gotta put myself back into the Resident Evil brain. So I think we should be able to get up to Plant 42 and finish it off in this episode, though we won't have things quite as easy as Jill had them. So we have the control room key to go down into the basement, which, let me see if I can remember where that is. It is down the hallway. Okay. So we go over our safety boxes so we don't get grabbed. I guess the tentacle can't just reach a little higher and grab his foot. But maybe it's not really into BDSM, just asphyxiation. Goes for the throat every time. Alright, so it's this room back here. Still not going to take that map until we have the pesticide. Or insecticide, rather. I mean, I suppose most pesticides are insecticides, but whatever. Semantics. So one thing I'm wondering about this new live-action Resident Evil movie, the one that combines the plot of Resident Evil 1 and 2, is if any of the bosses from Resident Evil 1 are going to show up. Because, you know, kind of like with Monster Hunter, where it's not a good movie, but I would like to just see the monster designs on screen. I want to kind of see some of these RE1 bosses, like the Plant 42 or Yawn, show up on screen. Just such a, like, rushed, dumb-sounding idea to combine those two plots, because they're so disparate from each other, you know? The plot of Resident Evil 1 and 2 could be almost wholly unconnected if Claire wasn't related to Chris. Because, I mean, this incident, you have to remember, did not even cause the outbreak in the city. The outbreak in the city was caused by the team sent to retrieve the G-Virus, who ended up breaking all of those cases full of samples when Birkin came after them, and then the rats got into them. So, like, kind of presumably, even if the Arclay Mountain incident didn't occur, you know, nobody ever found the mansion, there still would have been an outbreak in Raccoon City. You know, there's a certain STARS member that we haven't seen in a while who's still alive, and I'm not talking about Rebecca. But I bet you've been wondering when he's going to show up again. Also like the little detail that the controller vibrates when you're in the water because Chris is nervous.
Richard!
Richard, literally what the fuck are you doing here?
Chris!
Chris, I've made a dumb mistake. There he go again.
Richard.
So he didn't get swallowed by a snake, but it is perpetually Richard's fate to be eaten by something. And that means that we can finally get our hands on the assault shotgun as Chris now. We just have to find it. Actually, we might not be able to get it yet. We might have to drain the water first to get his shotgun. But yeah, this is where you get the assault shotgun if you rescue Richard as Chris. This is just the root room. You don't need to be in here. I only brought the pistol because, one, I knew we'd get the shotgun, and two, not really any reason to shoot these sharks. Like, yeah, they got some hits on me, but Chris can tank it with his tough legs. Alright. Gotta fend off this shark again. Pressure shelter. Start draining the water.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Like how this one specific announcement system has an accent. Gotta release the safety, which is over here. No, I need this thing. I don't actually remember the order to do this in.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
I forget which one of these is the safety. There we go. Activate that. Pull the lever. Then we gotta reset the oil pressure. Yeah, so I remember where everything else is. I just didn't remember where the safety was.
Pressure threshold. Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Now I gotta release the safety again. And then we are good. Easy. And then we drain the water. Don't worry, Richard, I'm coming to save you. You know, I'll take this and I'll use that green herb since we got put into yellow. Used one green herb and got 2 in return. I just noticed that we have 4 grenades. Those will come in handy with the hunters, but we tried them on the zombies and it didn't work great when I tried to kill those 2 in 1. Shotgun shells. Okay. So we can't pick up anything else because we need the key and we need the shotgun. I think this is just the way back out. Yep. Oh, there's some more magnum rounds there. I might have to pick those up before we leave the cabin because I don't want to come back for them right now. Neptune, I need to know where you put that shotgun. It might still be up top, I don't know. I legitimately don't remember where it is, I just remember that Richard's fate is to be consumed. Take a selfie, Chris. You'll never get this opportunity again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I guess it just kind of... he drops it here, even though he wasn't holding it. Excuse me, sir. I bet that shark is good enough to eat at this point. Cooked right through. I mean, it's also full of T-virus, so, you know, probably not a good thing to eat it. Probably not even a good thing to be standing in this water, honestly. One of the best things about the randomizer for this game, because there is, a randomizer that can get pretty chaotic. You can actually make it so that all of the doors connect to random other doors instead of where they normally connect to. But one of the funny things about it is you can also have the sharks replace any given enemy, and they'll just be like swimming in the floor. They'll still be able to attack you and everything, but they're either swimming in the floor or floating, one of the two. And for convenience sake, so that that puzzle doesn't take me forever with the eyes and the colors, I'm just going to write it down. We're going to go back up there, we're going to look at it, and I'm going to write it down, because I was supposed to do that between episodes, and because it's been a while, I completely forgot that I was supposed to look at those candles. We do know that Chris can't handle chemicals, but if we unlock the door, it'll make things easier later. Ugh, fine, we'll go back and we'll get the Magnum rounds. I was kind of thinking about it there, and I'm like, let's just get it out of the way. It's Resident Evil. You have to, if you're watching a Resident Evil playthrough, you just have to accept there's going to be parts where the person has to go back to where they just were to get something because of inventory limit. And honestly, despite the fact that we're playing as Chris with our 6 inventory, I feel like I'm actually not doing bad about having to inventory chuggle. So this doesn't have anything like Resident Evil 7's rather demanding finish the game and only open the item box 3 times. Because that one is, like, you have to know what to pick up when. But I kind of stopped. I was, like, doing achievements for Resident Evil 7 at first, and then I kind of was like, need a break from this, and then I never went back to it yet. I suppose I never finished Ethan Must Die either. Maybe I should go back to that before Resident Evil 8 comes out. Because, that was a fun minigame to attempt. It's just very difficult. But I thought it was one of the better ones. I will say that Resident Evil 7 certainly didn't have a shortage of post-release content. Like, yeah, sure, it was all DLC, but there was a lot of it. And a lot of it was built to be replayable. It's just, I kind of didn't like a lot of them enough to replay them. Like the 21. But there was some story stuff in there as well that was pretty good. Both of the main DLCs were very good. End of Zoe and something Chris. I can't remember what the first one was called. Okay, so first let's dump our inventory. Unfortunately, we're still gonna have to come back here after going to the gallery. Shotgun shells. I guess we haven't picked up any Magnum rounds yet. I almost want to say that I don't need the other magazine, but I'm worried that there might be 2 zombies we need to deal with. Hold on to it for now. Now, hopefully, we can get into this room, check out the candles, and not get poisoned by the spiders. Okay, so red. Red is 0, so put R, 0. Keep your goop to yourself. I should have wrote this down the first time we did this, when I had to come back here, just to check this out. Okay, so G is 2. And then orange up top. Orange is 3. And then looking at the pool balls here. So red is 3, green is 6, and orange is 5. So that should be all the information I need for the puzzle. It's like kind of less intuitive in the original game where they have the pool cues on the table, because it looks like the pool cues are forming clock hands. Oh no, don't do that. I got bad touched and it actually did significant damage. If I remember in the board game, they actually ended up making the spiders fairly damaging as well. And that's probably why. Still haven't played that yet. I fucking, kickstarted it. Resident Evil 2, the board game, as well as Resident Evil 3, the board game, and I still haven't played Resident Evil 2. This pandemic thing has been a real pain in the ass for getting together for board games. Alrighty. Well, we got some more handgun ammo here, so that would have been taking up space anyway. Let's open this lock mechanism. Okay, so this is 3, which is 5. This is 2, which is 6. So the color only matters to tell you which pool balls to look at. And this one is 0, which is 3. Oh, bees! Why did that anger the bees? I didn't get poisoned, did I? No. I'm pretty sure he would be holding his side if I was poisoned. You don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle. And that's the only use for an empty bottle is medicine. So yeah, we can't do this puzzle. I'm sure you know who can do this puzzle, though. Someone who knows all about medical compounds. Alright, let's grab this insecticide. I should have brought the red book. That's gonna be one wasted inventory spot. Then again, in terms of actually, like, boss prep, we don't have to bring much with us. All I need is the shotgun. Chris doesn't have a grenade launcher. Take the map. Then the bees. I almost feel like this wouldn't work on giant bees. Ugh. Yeah, my health is probably actually not doing great now. This is the wrong door. I do kind of hope that they continue the trend and do a board game of the first Resident Evil as well. So far, those have seemed pretty decent. Okay, now we go get the key to this room. Love his, like, bee-stung face. Oh. Kind of looks like he's allergic, considering he's like holding his throat, swelled up, and he just suffocated. Alright, so I guess we're already ready for Plant 42 at this point. We just need to go back and get the book and some weapons. I think there's a zombie in here, right? Nope, no zombie in here. Is there always a typewriter in here? I don't remember that. What's in this room? There's something in this room. Or it could just be the puzzle that's making it show up as not filled out. What about this cowboy hat? I thought there was a journal in here for Plant 42. Isn't it like this one on the table here next to the typewriter? Oh well. Check the bathroom. I think this one's empty, though. Yeah, there's nothing in this one. Nothing before Chris. Except maybe like a defense knife. Yep, nothing at all. Not even sure why that's an option. So you might have to do that to make sure that Plant 42 is using its other routes? I don't know, I've never actually thought about that. So now we go back to the safe room, we grab our gear, make a save, and take care of the plant. And since there's no Barry to save us with the flamethrower, Chris gonna have to save himself. Well, with a little help from a friend. So, unless I have some real trouble with the hunters, I feel like I can knock this out in only a couple more episodes. Then again, we actually have a decent amount of stuff we still need to do, so who knows? What is important is remembering that we need to save Rebecca. And I have to remember where we need to save Rebecca, because that always blanks in my memory for some reason. Alright, so our plant killing is going to be the assault shotgun. Might as well use the self-defense gun. Just get rid of it. And then we'll grab some healing, and that should be all we need. Oh, I should top up my health, though. It's a shame you can't split stacks, or I'd just take one ink ribbon with me and save there. But that would be too convenient for a classic Resident Evil game. You know what I forgot? Fucking hell. I even left a spot for it, too. I forgot the red book. Didn't I do that last time, too? I ran all the way there with all that stuff, and then didn't have it. You just get it so early into this area that it's hard to remember you need it. Alright, now we're prepared for a little weed whacking. So this area is pretty easy, really. There isn't anything that's, like, dangerous in here, aside from Plant 42. It's kind of a nice little break in the middle of the game before you get to the hunters, and then it's all over. Until you reach the lab, and then things get a little easier again. Oh, this is the book that I was thinking of. The one with the notes about Plant 42 and V-Jolt. Alright, let's see if I can remember what a human woman looks like. Hand goes first. Then stomach, obviously. I swear I remember anatomy. Nobody is ever prepared for Plant 42. They just immediately get grabbed. Though in the original, Chris walks up to it, kind of stares at it for a minute, and then he gets grabbed. Maybe I was wrong about what was supposed to happen here. That fucking acid spray, it just like goes everywhere. Also, something that's worth noting is this is one of the few fights where Chris actually uses a different stance with the shotgun. Because normally, him and Jill fire from the hip. But for whatever reason, during this fight and I forget which other fight, I think it's with Yawn, he actually aims from the shoulder, which is a little easier to hit. Oh, you know what? Let's use this first. Hey, you didn't like that, did ya? You big, gross, bloomin' onion. Forgot I could do that. Alright, so obviously this is pretty difficult compared to not fighting it at all. I hate that you basically can't see it from down here. So we gotta wait till its bulb is open. So let's play at 42's fight. It's not too bad. He just hits kind of hard and sprays acid all over that can stun lock you. I must have forgotten to do something because Rebecca is supposed to show up and then she has to do the V-Jolt puzzle. Can't remember why she didn't this time. Oh, hey, Rebecca.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Thanks for the help back there.
Yeah, it's dead. But Richard, he's gone.
Oh, where'd he go? And it's kind of your fault for letting him out of your sight.
I'm sorry.
You know he loves to throw himself into open
It's
maws.
my fault. I should have watched out for him.
He's got that
Found
vore
a
thing
pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there.
that always got him in danger.
I'm glad you're still okay.
He used to just let dogs bite him because he's like, feels kind of good. So yeah, I guess whatever I did not trigger Rebecca to show up and do the puzzle, which would have made the plant weaker. We still would have had to fight it, but it wouldn't have taken as many shots. Okay, I got 34 shotgun shells, so that's not too bad for the hunter, especially now that we've got our assault shotgun. So, I guess we'll just start making our way back to the mansion.
Wesker?
I recognize that gun.
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was with her, too.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation.
We should split up.
Areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
It's just like every time you encounter someone and they're still alive, it's like, oh, that's cool. You're still alive. We should split up. We could cover more ground that way. One thing I'm very sad about, I don't know if this is spoiling it, but that cutscene where Wesker is just like very hurt by Chris laughing at him isn't really in the remake. And that was like one of the best parts. Chris, stop it. I worked really hard on him. And you're hurting my feelings. Okay, so we got the mansion key. Which means we can go back and open the helmet doors. I guess, what's my health at? It's only at caution. I'm gonna say I should heal. Actually, I should heal because otherwise we're gonna get hunted by that first hunter and have to walk all the way back there. I'm very tempted to save here. We're gonna take a risk. We're gonna take a risk. We're gonna spin the disc, spin it fast through the past. And we don't need any blue herbs. Did I guess I did get poisoned. I got poisoned by the fucking snakes as Jill. I was gonna say, have I gotten poisoned in this playthrough at all yet? It's not a super high chance for it to happen. I really hope I don't step on a snake and get poisoned.
Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Krista, Brad, can you hear me? Brad! Damn!
Damn it, it's broken. Also, I haven't covered it yet, but there is a berries mod for the original Resident Evil, the PC port. So I'd like to do a first impressions on that. It's basically just, you know, playing through this game as Barry, but not in the remake. Okay. It's actually a decent number of... Oh, I actually was going the right way. I didn't trust my instincts because this was also an elevator. But yeah, there's a decent number of like mods with new campaign content for the PC versions of Resident Evil, especially Resident Evil 2. There's one guy who's been making a couple really good ones. One of them I already checked out by the time of this video. I mean, that first impressions will probably come out before this episode does. Okay, taking a chance there. Oh, that was the one that poisoned me as Jill. You fucking goddamn piece of shit snake. Fuck you. That was an absolute waste, but I feel a little better about it. Yeah, that snake just starts in that corner. Like, I don't really know how to avoid that. I guess I have to run forward a little bit and then, like, back up so it misses. Bitch. Alright, well, hopefully we can take a hunter while poisoned. Chris, you're supposed to be good with dogs. I almost just stuck a grenade in his mouth like I was tempted to do so. Blue herb. Shit, can't combine these two. I'll just use the blue herb, I guess. Had to think about that for a second. Can you not interrupt my animation? Okay. I think that's probably the most damage I've taken from dogs in Resident Evil 1 ever. Use this to protect yourself from that monster in chains that can't be hurt by guns. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get away. Wesker. In Jill's campaign, that's Barry that does that. Now imagine Wesker fixing a doorknob. Like a dad. Like Barry, it's easy to picture him doing that. Just like, oh, I better fix this. But Wesker? Alright, here it comes. This could be disaster. I could get goddamn beheaded here. Though, I still think that hunters are less dangerous in this than in the original. In the original, their speed put them at such a big advantage, whereas here you're a little more maneuverable. Oh, I was like, Chris, please turn around. Easy. Okay, one of them's coming for me. He's gonna jump down from above. I'm firing as fast as I can fire. I was just hammering the trigger there. Thankfully, this thing shoots a little faster than the other shotgun. And there should be one more frog boy upstairs. Make some, like, frog croaking sounds to get its attention. Maybe there's not one up here? That one jumped down. There might be one around this corner. I always forget. I think it said the exact same thing when we were here as Jill. No, okay, we're clear. Back there, that leads to the crushy wall room. So I think every LP I've done of this, we're going to save here after getting back from the cabin. But yeah, that was a pretty successful episode. I was caught off guard by not having Rebecca help me out, but that might have actually been because I solved that puzzle before going in. I think it wanted her to have to do that. But yeah, if we had gotten that to happen, she would have gone, made the V-jolt, ran down to the basement, sprayed the plant, and then we'd have to fight it with reduced health. Still, we got a different cutscene instead, so it wasn't entirely a wash. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Let's Play Resident Evil Remake, and I hope you are still enjoying our replay through as Chris, even though we're doing a lot of the same stuff. But, till next time, y'all take care.